Okay, no. Morning, Captain. Good morning, Brandon, and good morning, Alberto. I've got my nice cup of tea on a day that makes me glad I'm moving, because today is absolutely miserable. Miserable. But after a fantastic day yesterday, my best day since the first day, beginning of May. So, yeah. Why is this halted? Genesis Growth, GGAA, it halted yesterday. It's still not resumed. Let me, Benzinga, where are you? This is on my watch list from yesterday. It's had a big move up, huge volatility yesterday. From kind of 11 o'clock onwards yesterday, it just went absolutely mental. It was great. It was absolutely great. My biggest profit day since May the 1st. Or first trading day of May. Since that GDC day run up, I actually thought I was going to have a trade as big as GDC, but it didn't work out that way. EDTX, just absolutely fantastic. Now we've got 2 IPOs that are ready to go. We've got 3 IPOs scheduled for today. Just want to see Genesis Growth. It was halted there at 13:35. No, got no news on it. Why is it halted? Halted this morning due to don't know. Go figure. Big mover today. Already over goal. Me too, Vols. Did you trade EDTX? Is that what you traded? You traded ETX with me. What did you trade, Vols? How much did I make yesterday? 68. Yeah, it's scary stuff though, wasn't it? But at one stage it was $10 on the average true range. Now it's back down to 350, but $10 ATR. I think the spreads were $4. So right, the spreads now are about $1. The ATR is 350, so the volatility on this is fantastic. It's huge. It's scary stuff. So if you're going to trade it small. I trade. I think I had maximum 500 shares, which is quite big for a lot of people. But I have 500 shares, and I made goal on it. So. Yeah, so ARBB, where is, I had ARBB on the watch list. Sure I did. But ARBB had a nice move up first thing. Put this on the 5 minute. Had a nice move up first thing. And then since about 6:30, double topped here at 666. The devil horns, literally devil horns, with the 666s there. But it double topped at the devil horns, at the devil's number with devil horns, and then it's been selling off since. So I was watching that. Again, no real discernible catalyst that I can see today as to why that's moved up. So you got to be careful with that. What else was moving up? So PRFX. So that moved up, popped up first thing this morning, up to 1134. Dropped down as much again, and then bounced, a big bounce. So this is a tough one. I mean, how do you trade that? It's difficult. It's a big move. 100% in well, almost 100% in the space of 5 minutes. So yeah, some volatility yesterday was fantastic, guys. In fact, volatility over the last 3 days has been good. It reminds me, it's reminiscent of 2021, the level of clean parabolic moves. When I mean clean parabolic movers, you've got to be careful. You've got to manage your risk. Because yesterday I was trading EDTX yesterday, and I got to a point where I was about 30k up on the ticker. I was about 20, I think it was about 23k up on the day overall, and I got caught in a volatility halt to the upside, and it gapped down huge, and I lost 14k on the gap on the resumption. So you've got to be careful. Now, granted, it was worth continuing with, because the volatility that was in there, it just felt like I'd got to a point, I was getting excited, and then the market it does that, it humbles you. And I'm glad I was planning on scaling in and going larger, but I stuck with the 2,500 share size that I had at the time, and I was looking at scaling in, maybe getting to 5 or even 10,000 shares. I'm just glad I didn't, because it just went mental. I'll show you the action on yesterday on EDTX. I'll put it on the 2 minute. You'll be able to see this better. All the way up yesterday. So this is the action, and I think I was actually on this at the end of the stream yesterday. So at 10:30, I had this on the thing, and I was watching it, and then it started to make its move up, and the first gap up, and then I was able to trade this as we started to make this move up here. If I get it on this candle, my first entry. Excuse me. Oh, that wasn't cricket at all, was it? Yeah. So what was my first entry yesterday? 26.74 actually, but yeah. So it was, I think on this. Yeah, it was on 26.70, 26.74, and I got in on this one. It gapped up, and as it pulled back, moved back up, I got in, and I got an absolutely crappy fill. It was like 30 cents per share that I didn't. So I've reported that. They're looking into it for me, which is okay, and I should get another 750 bucks on top of that. And then took some profit there, and then as it moved back up again, I got back in here, and then was able to ride this up pretty much at the top. I think my last exit on this was 70. No, my final exit on this was $78.05. So it went up to a high of $79.90. And most of the time I was had like a $2 trailing stop, and yeah, it was mental yesterday. But we didn't just have this one move yesterday on this as well. We had Genesis Growth moved up and went parabolic. A couple of people in the Discord were trading this one and going green on this one. We had Luna. No, so Root was another one that I made a little bit of money on. I made 9k on Root yesterday. This was later in the day, I think it was. Oh, that's when it was. So we got this move up here, and I think I made money on this move up here. So Root was another big mover yesterday. What else did we have that moved big yesterday? So much in terms of volatility. No, it wasn't Root. It was Rose, not Root. I'm like, what? Not Rose. That's the one. So I got in this one. It moved up on the pullback, and then I got the move back up, and I made 9k on that one as well. So that was a good move yesterday. Rose. Yeah, yesterday just went absolutely mental. All of these stocks going parabolic at the time. It was just great. So good day yesterday. My wives, let me get rid of this. Yeah, WAV's moving. This is Western Acquisition. A lot of SPAC groups and SPAC mergers and SPAC releases are making money and popping up and going absolutely parabolic. That's a big move there, you know, from just that $4 move. 73 cents on the ATR now. We've got 25 cents on the spreads. That's actually a good ratio. Not great volume, but even EDTX wasn't brilliant volume. It was like kind of averaging about 25 to 50,000 shares a minute yesterday on the main route up. So, but EDTX yesterday went from, what did ETX go for? About $14 all the way up to 80. On the 60. So it went after the open. It opened up yesterday at $14.73 and had a high of just shy of $80, $79.91 intraday. And I was trading most of that yesterday. So I'm actually looking at that. I probably could have made a lot more, but look, I'm happy with what I did. But yeah, mental action yesterday, absolutely crazy. Good morning, Neath. Good morning, Cats and Drive. Oh. Yeah, I don't trade on speculation either, so I wait for the price action. Yeah, it was just yesterday was just one of those days. It was just we were getting that all the time. Back in 2021, every other day was like that, and you were getting parabolic movers that were moving 300, 400, 500%. We've had a couple this year, but they've not been as frequent. To have so many on the same day, pretty much at the same time, yesterday was great, and we've had a few this week actually. We've had some really good movers this week. Yeah, I was in it at the time, and it gapped down, and I lost money on that one. I didn't lose a huge amount, but I lost a bit on that one. It wasn't in big size at that stage, yeah, EDTX yesterday was something like 70 or something, or 60 or whatever it was, and it was in a halt up, and it showed $100, and if it had $100. Finished at $100, I would have had a trade of about 95k on the day on that ticker. So it didn't. It pulled back, and I got stopped out. So yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have my biggest trade ever, but there was potential there. Good man, RCM. Smash that like button. Make sure you do smash that like button. We've got 20% of you smashing the like button so far. So hit that thumbs up button, which you should have way more than 20% of. 50 people in the chat, 10 people smash the like button. Come on, guys. Pull your fingers out and smash the like button. Oh, did I miss another pop on WAVs? Wow. This is going mental on very low volume. Let's see. 88 cents. Cash spreads. Well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to see if it comes back and fills me. happened there? An order there. Well, I thought I had an order, but it's cancelled. Got 2 IPOs due to happen today. So we'll have some here. I'm looking. I tried, but I didn't get filled. Yes, factory. I tried, but I didn't get filled. I'm looking for an entry. My entry would have been there at 1750. Western Acquisition Ventures Corp. Not seeing any catalyst. A few of these. There's no specific catalyst on this. No company specific catalyst. Volume is huge. It normally does only 6,000 on a given day. Very small float, 1.5 million in the float. Normally does like, let's say, 6,000-7,000 shares. It's done 500,000 already, nearly. Okay, let's see. $0.30 spreads. Let's see if it comes down, if I can get bounce on the $0.50. Take a little bit of it. Gosh, still, there you go. Still not getting filled. Let's see, can I get filled? There we go. I'm in. We're in. Dollar range on this ATR. Well, that's what effectively I'm going to give it. My exit will be $17. Potential re-entry back again at 1750. Trading much smaller today. You can't afford to trade larger unless you start. I don't mind scaling into this if we start seeing the momentum to the upside, but buying at the high when it's so volatile, you've got whole dollar, multiple dollars in the case of EDTX on the range, and whole dollars and 40-cent spreads. Nice one, Alistair. Yeah, I couldn't get filled. I'm over goal at the moment, but I just couldn't get filled. Got filled on the way back down instead of on the way up, which is a bit of a pain in the hole. Morning, Neil, in New Zealand. Another New Zealand. Pete's from New Zealand. Yeah, a good entry would have been like 16 actually. This pullback, $15 would have been a good entry. There's quite a few nice entries on the way up there after this pullback. So let it pull back. It's at the kind of VWAP area, stroke whole $1.15. Where's original Zealand? Okay. Mordor, isn't it? It's now known as Mordor. Morning, OEL. Actually, the on that one, Alex, it's an island in Denmark, or a Danish island. So that's what Zealand is. Danish island. I know I'm watching it. It's at the VWAP. I'm watching it at the VWAP, and looking for. Realistically, this needs to close above the VWAP, close above 850. And then show some kind of bullish momentum. It's low volume as well. $0.10 on the range. 7 cents on the spreads. 9 cents on the spreads. The range and the spreads are not matching. So just be careful with this one. Here, and reform. Holland. No, it's Denmark. Zealand is in Denmark, not Holland. It's a Danish island. Google is your friend. Nordics. A lot of people confuse the Nordics with the Netherlands, but they're two very different places. Right, don't tell a New Zealander that New Zealand's in Australia. If you ever want to see the hacker up close, you tell a New Zealander that they're Australian. That's all I'm saying on that story. To be fair, New Zealanders, they're like the Canadians of the East. They're really genuinely nice people, very polite, and you know they will forgive you for almost anything. It's the other way around. So if you ask an Australian if the Australians look down on New Zealanders with derision, and the New Zealanders, they recognise that foreigners can't tell the difference between the accents, so they forgive the foreigners, but they'll never forgive the Australians. Nice, good green day on the markets again. So the S&P 500 is up, breaking highs. We've got the NASDAQ is slightly up, not quite breaking highs. We've got the Dow Jones Industrial Average breaking highs. We've got the Russell Index also breaking highs. So the markets, with the exception of the NASDAQ, which I think will continue upwards, again, looking bullish today. So it's looking like a nice, positive day. Amazon's slightly down. I'm not too bothered about that. It had a really good day yesterday, so I don't mind it kind of consolidating today. Disney up nicely today, so fingers in the Disney pie. Nvidia up very, very well today. Was breaking highs at the top of the hour. Is now pulling back. We've got what else? Yeah, that's the overall markets. PHRX, let's have a look at that one. My momentum perspective just popped up. It's up, it's down heavy. It's looking to bounce. So PHRX is down 65-66% on the day. Looking, trying to make a bounce. Look at this on the 15, you'll see. Huge gap down. Let's have a look. What's the news behind this? Theseus Pharmaceuticals are trading lower after the company announced discontinuing enrollment in phase 1 and 2 study and terminating the development of THE630 for gastrointestinal stromal tumours following a 2-dose limiting toxicities. Yeah, so bad trial results, basically, and the company has just lost 60% of its value on the back of bad trial results of one drug. And this is why you don't get married to these kind of stocks, these bioscience stocks. You do not get married to them, because long-term investment wise, they might go up 500, 600, 5,000% over the course of a year. But there's a big chance that they're going to drop 60, 70, 80% as well. So this is why you don't get married into these bioscience stocks. You're better, if you're looking at tech stocks, you're better off looking at other areas of the tech sector. Morning, Eunice. Good morning, Stanford. How are you doing? To be fair, that's a big drop overnight. Well, yesterday, it's not even overnight. That was at the close yesterday. So they probably would have been better off, instead of announcing that at the close, announcing that at like 3 p.m. or something. Yes, it would have sold off, but you would have had the volatility halts to slow it down. And doing it at the close when there's no volatility halts. No problem, AJ. No problem. You're always welcome. Thoughts on ARBB? Thoughts on this, and say it's way below the VWAP. It did pop up. Not on. It's not on great volume right now. It's downwards trending. It's below the VWAP. It's below the 200 EMA. So yeah. As a long bias trader, ARBB not for me. It could still move up. It's 46% up on the day, but it's yeah, it's not for me. It seems to be at the back end of the move. It looks like it's pulling back. The initial pop. You get a lot of these pre-market pop and drops, and this looks like it's one of them. If you look at it on the higher time frame, it switches to the 15. You can see how it gapped up, back down, moved up, down, up, and now it's selling off. So not exactly clean at all. Yeah, keep an eye on it though. It is one of the bigger movers today, but I'm not really thinking it's, again, not no discernible catalyst, no newsworthy catalyst that I can see. So yeah, when do I move and where am I going to? That's a good question. So her flight's next Thursday, mine's Friday. So yeah. Oh no, I've not locked my account yet. When there's volatility like there has been this last 3 days, I'll see what I can make of it. I won't be trading for a couple of weeks whilst I'm moving, so I'm out of this place on Sunday. I'm handing the keys over to my new tenants, and we'll see. THRX, why is it down so much? It's down because of bad clinical trial results. PRFX rejected at the VWAP area. As you can see, I had 2 attempts at it, didn't get there, and was rejected. So now it needs to hold there at $8, but it's not on great volume. So we've got just over 25 minutes to go to the open. It was like this yesterday pre-market, by the way. It was yesterday pre-market where there was some early movers, and I missed the early movers yesterday. Some early movers, but the volume actually came in, the volatility came in around 11 o'clock yesterday. And I've noticed that that's been a bit of a trend, a bit of a change in the way that the market's moving of late. We're getting a lot more movers over the lunchtime period. It used to be we'd get when I first started trading, we'd get the lull over lunchtime. We'd get that first madness, the chaos that is the open with the increase in volume. And then after the first hour, 90 minutes, it would die out, and then we'd get the increase in volume for the power hour, for the final 90 minutes of the market. And what I've noticed, certainly over the last few months, is that we're getting a lot more big movers. Granted, there's more volume at the open, but we're getting a lot more volatility, it seems, over that lunchtime period. It's not on as big a volume as it would be at the open, but what we're seeing is that we're getting big volatile moves and some clean moves as well. And I'm moving to Negros Oriental, Paul. Where am I going? Yeah, that's what it's been like, Stanford. There was a lot of you get choppy moves that first hour, and then from 11 o'clock onwards, we're getting some really clean moves. I mean, you look at this from a couple of days ago. Let's look at this on the 15. I'll show you from a couple of days ago. This move up here, big move up from kind of under $4, $3.75, all the way up to 26. This was early. What was it? On Tuesday, I think it was. Yeah, Tuesday. This was Tuesday, but this really didn't really do much up until 10:30. So it started at 10:30 and then moved up on its way up. So the first hour, it was just consolidation. It was just choppy consolidation. Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of these big moves taking place from 11 o'clock onwards, 10:30, 11 o'clock onwards. Spreads on this are actually they're only $1.30 right now. 80 cents. That's not bad. It's not quite 50% of the range though. So I want to see what I'm looking for. One of the things I look for with regards to volatile stocks, I want to see the range, at least the average true range, the ATR on the chart that I'm trading on. It needs to be at least 2x of whatever the spreads between the bid and the ask is. That's what I look for, because otherwise it just becomes a bit too risky. So if the spreads are $1, then I'll look for a range of at least $2. If the spreads are 50 cents, I'll look for at least $1 on the range. Do I think it will do the same again? I don't get into looking into my crystal ball there. I really don't. I'd rather trade the price action than try and predict it. It's these kind of stocks, the garbage companies, they really are. I mean, if I look at EDTX, for example, it's the third biggest mover on the day, behind ARBB, which is pulling back, and PRFX, which is also pulling back. So this is the third biggest mover on the day, was yesterday's biggest mover. Let's just have a look at some of the fundamentals on this as a company. So company, market cap, based on yesterday's close, 136 million market cap. Earnings to net income, 760k. Cash, 83k. Total liabilities, 1.5 million. Debt to equity ratio, 0.5. Current ratio 2. So 7.4. Institutional ownership, 7.4. So you look at the balance sheet, the financials. It's not the strongest. Pulling up the financials here over the last 3 months, the last year, whatever it was. So each quarter you can look at the balance sheet. So last quarter would have been to March. So coming up to earnings again. So per share, assets 2.27 at 8. Right, okay. Yeah, so it's not a bad company in terms of the financials. It's not in a bad shape, but it's not a great company. And most of these are just garbage companies. Most of these stocks in around. Well, this was a $14 stock when it started yesterday. Just putting that into context. It started off yesterday $14 and moved up to $80. So if you can catch that move, great. Over 400%. Yeah, no, Calvis, I get what you're saying. That shiny object syndrome can be a bit of an issue, where you get distracted from one thing to the next. Yesterday I didn't. I traded EDTX and EDTX all the way. So this moved up yesterday. And let's just go back to the 15 minute. This moved up yesterday and I traded this, and it was clean move. Well, I'll say relatively clean move. And I managed to get the majority of that move. And I didn't take my eye off it. I traded Rose kind of briefly, but more often than not I was trading. Now there was other stocks moving at the same time, GGAA, Rose, a whole bunch of other stocks moving at the same time. In the Discord, other people trading other things because they were cheaper. Because I was in this from the beginning, I was able to leverage that as well, taking profits along the way. So I was getting that compounding effect of doing that as well. So it's better, once you get a stock that's moving, don't get distracted. Just concentrate on what you're trading, and then when you finish trading it, when it's done, either lock it up and walk away over goal, or then look for the next trade. Don't get distracted because something else is moving. That succumbing to FOMO, fear of missing out because something else is moving, is a surefire way to lose money. So yeah, Cal, I feel you. I've done that so many times, and especially when it's on the watch list. I'm seeing it on the charts, on my watch list charts. I'm seeing the action whilst if I'm caught in a consolidation, that can be so painful. Yeah. Happy Friday by the dip. That's exactly right, Alberto. Nighttime trading. Well, we've just got fiber installed this week. Fiber to the door, so we've just got fiber installed this week. Did I manage to recover my loss, Zia? And then some. Yeah, and then some. As I was just saying here, I traded EDTX and I was able to get in on this candle. They got a poor fill, so I was a bit disappointed. Got in on this candle here, and I was able to ride it pretty much all the way up from 26, whatever it was, all the way up to $80. Oh, $78 is what was my my highest exit. So a big winning day yesterday on the back of this. And there was other stuff that moved. So some big moves yesterday. If you look at Genesis Growth, which is currently halted, and I don't know why. Anybody know the news on Genesis Growth, why it's halted? I don't know. So Genesis Growth, this moved up from $12 up to like $49 yesterday. We had Rose was another big mover, and that moved up from $11 later in the day at lunchtime all the way up to over $20. So some big moves yesterday, all happened around the same time, and yeah, some big volatility in the markets yesterday. Oh, it just moved 17% on EDTX for the last while. So this is starting to creep. The spreads are $2. Yeah, so the spreads are more than, right now it's not worth the risk because the spreads are bigger than the average true range. Average true range of 155 with the spreads $2. So that for me is you can't, the spreads, and the volume is really low as well. So whilst trading this low, small size, or relatively small size for me, trading this small size earlier got me to goal. I'm now looking for, we've got just over 15 minutes left before the bell. I'll keep an eye on this. It's on the watch list. I've got a few things on the watch list. We'll see what transpires. Just one entry yesterday, Alex? No. Multiple entries. I got stopped out a number of times, but then I got back in on the moves back up, and I was using trailing stops mostly. So most of the day I was having a $2 trailing stop, and it was working well for me. So I didn't have a huge amount of entries. I wrote it up. In fact, I'll tell you straight away. I've got it all logged here. How many round trips there were. So EDTX, 18 entries, 18 exits yesterday. So 36 executions in total. Actually, it's less than that. Some of them weren't clean. So it's about 14. Let me just have a look. Look at the trade. That was clean. That wasn't. Eight round trips, so 16 executions. It was 8 round trips. But some of the entries were, multiple fills on the entry, so that's why it's got instead of 16 trades, I've got 36. So let's have a look. I do like when we've got interesting. 18,000 shares traded today, so I wouldn't class this as in the realms of a reliable move, and certainly the volume is very low at 19,000 shares traded all day. So we're now getting 2,000 shares a minute. If the volume picks up, I look for what, 25,000 shares a minute as a minimum. but you can trade with less if you're trading small. You've got to remember, liquidity is key. So the spreads on this $2, about $2. But the range right now, $10, $7, something like that. Yeah, spreads are a good $2 to $3, $2 at the minute. That's a big move. $11 up to 31. That's a $20 move in the last few minutes. Manage your risk, guys. If you've got a $2 on the average true range at the moment, but you know that's rubbish. You can see that's rubbish. $2 on the average true range, $2 on the spreads. You're really looking at a $4 risk as a minimum. So can you afford to take 100 shares and risk $4? Is it going to move another $8? You know, that's the question. If you're looking, you might look to scalp it and look for a $4 move up. In which case you're looking for probably a $6 move up, given the spreads are $2. So to get $4 out of it, it's got to move $6. So realistically speaking, you're looking for an $8 move to the upside. You're risking $4 to the downside. What kind of size are you looking at? How much are you prepared to risk on a trade? Is it $100? Is it $1,000? Size, you know, select your size accordingly. No, it won't pick it. My scanners won't pick it up simply because I've got volume filters on my scanners. I need higher volume. This won't be on my scanners until it has higher volume. I have a minimum volume requirement on the day, and it hasn't reached that yet. It's not even done 50,000 shares yet. So it has to get over. I think 150,000 is what the minimum on the momentum scanner, and at the moment I've got 350 on the gap scanner. My real-time scanner's got a minimum requirement of 100,000 as well. So for the day, so it'll be a while before this hits my scanners, and I'm okay with that. I'll stick to that because these lower volume stocks, you're more likely to get faked out. And look at this on the 5 minute with this low volume. That wick there. That's a $12 wick. That's scary as hell. Now Rose is hitting my scanners as well. So Rose has got more volume, but not at the moment. New egg, rug. I'll wait for the good moves that have a bit more substance to them. Likely to be a bit more reliable than something like a DMAQ. I mean, probably the most I would risk on this one right now is probably $100. Oh, well, say buy 100 shares, risk about $500, given that the range is 270 and the spreads are, well, they're $1, so $3, $2. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. That huge wick on that first move, scary as hell. 5 minute wick. But we're getting a lot of volatility. Can only be a good thing. The biggest movers today, they've all popped up They're all over like 20-30%, all popped up and dropped back down. Let's have a look at nickel, which is number 5 on the list. That's held its gains. Nickel Corps, it's kind of sideways at the moment, choppy sideways at the moment. We've got a couple of decent, got a couple of IPOs due out today. 3 IPOs due out today as well. So APGE is one ticker, SGMT another ticker, and NETD. What does that mean? What's that? What does that stand for? Well, I'll tell you. So APGE is Fuji Therapeutics, another bioscience stock going on IPO today. We've got Neighbours Energy Transition, which is NETD, not yet priced, but is due to launch today. APGE is currently priced at 17, so that should probably go live about 10 o'clock, I would expect, 10:30. Same with SGMT, which is Sagimet Bioscience, another bioscience stock. We've got a lot of volatility in the biosciences today. This is already priced as well at $16. So we'll probably go live 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock as well. So those are 3 IPOs to keep an eye on for some stage today. You tend to get a bit of volatility in IPOs. Doesn't always happen. We saw the other day one IPO launched and we had, I think, 140,000 seller, 140,000 buyer, and they were just ticky-tacky barcoding between each other. It was market makers just trying to get the shares on the market, but there was no volume. That's the Nikola moving up. And if there's something that's moving but it's not meeting your criteria of a good trade, don't trade it. Sit on your hands. Something will set up and you'll get a better trade. Should have done that yesterday. So they go in red, doing another phony special red to green move. Although the green move was nice. Of course, those of you in the Day Trade with Tony Discord would have been tracking that those moves all day yesterday, the good and the bad. So when I was up and then giving almost all of it back, and then going back up again and giving some more back, and yeah, and those gaps down were scary. But it was fun. I can check out the SPY. It's nice and bullish today. Up above the VWAP, it's a bit choppy sideways, but it is bullish. It's currently 0.17%, so about 0.6% up on the day. Looking strong, being driven largely by the tech sector. If you look at this on the hourly, how strong is that over the week? So this is the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Nothing but green all week. That's the 60-minute chart is what I'm looking at, and it's looking very strong based on that. If you look at the daily, you can see we're definitely in the realms of back in bull market territory again now. The lows of the bear market from October are way behind us. So that was the low of the bear market. Then we had successive, head and shoulders and stuff, successive lows and higher lows, and we're just moving up. But if you look at it, why is that? It's largely down to the tech sector. The NASDAQ 100 is going from strength to strength, and whilst we've got a little while to go before we get to the all-time highs, which were the early part, January of 2021. January of 2022, sorry. We're getting very close to it. A little while to go, but we're getting closer. Yeah, anything with volume, with volume comes volatility, and well, with a lot of the case, and it's the volatility we need. So both volume and volatility is what I look for. So yeah, I mean, the last big mover that we had there, I'm not overly, and that's why on low volume the moves just not. I mean, it's nice seeing the move on the scan and you think, oh, there's opportunity there, but in reality, the pop and drop, this could then go up and back over $30, and but the likelihood is it could drop another $10. So yeah, just be careful, guys, and manage your risk. Use stops when the market rings. Use stops. You might get out. It might stop you out for a loss before it rallies, but it's going to save you money in the long term. Just remember that. How much was my total yesterday, Cal? Are you asking me or someone else? Yeah, it needs to get over the VWAP, Stanford. So if you look at this on the 5, you'll see what I mean. So it popped up and it had the bounce, because when it popped up, it sold pretty much lost everything it gained. Now then they had the bounce, but it's not been over the VWAP since then. So it needs to get over 850 and hold. Ideally back over $9. It's not looking particularly strong at the moment underneath the VWAP. That's all I'm saying to like that one. ARBB, exactly the same thing. And the initial move up, and then sell off. It's looking weak, and this one needs to get over $6. Yes, I did. I did that yesterday, Vol. So yeah, growth level, not net. Growth level. So right now, there's the bell. I'll come back to that in a second. I'll just switch the scanners over. I'll answer those questions in a moment. Let's see what the market gives us. I thought Luna might move. The overall market's moving up again. So the SPY testing the pre-market high, just broke above it, or just tapped above it. It's not actually closed above it, but it broke a new high on the day. Not seeing any movement just yet. ERLI is a mover. Have a look into a halt to the upside. Okay, so back to the yeah, absolutely. I'm at all-time highs with a strong day yesterday. So cleared the overall, cleared the full drawdown from yesterday. Because I cleared the drawdown on Wednesday from July. So we're back positive on July, and then I cleared the overall drawdown on the year yesterday. So how did I do that? Well, yesterday finished. Good day yesterday. 666,500 was my final resting position on the day. So 66,584. On the year, let me just pull up the reports whilst there's nothing much moving that we can. So the reports for the year. So on July, we're now at 73,500 growth, but more importantly, on the year we broke that 7-figure threshold at a gross level. So 1.04 million. So that's on the year. Didn't hit this level up until I think it was October, November last year. But the good thing is that we've not got too far to go for to hit the just under 90k to go to get to the oh god, yeah, 99k to match last year's number. Right, missing all the action. Oh my goodness, all the action. So WAVs, BRLI, EDTX, DMAQ, PRFX, GLMD, all the volatility halts. Everything just went at once. So everything popped at once. Volatility day. Intuitive Machines it's got a catalyst today. Went up to 1150 pre-market. So PRFX up there at 882 in the halt. Let's have a look at some of these halt level resumptions. So montage there. So EDTX. $65 resumption, 65.34 resumption. So that's looking to resume flat. That popped up. We've got PRFX. I know some of you are in this one. And this is looking at 893 resumption, so slight gap up, couple of cents, like 10 cents. So that's looking, could be quite bullish. WAV, so WAV volatility halt, missed all the action. So this is looking at a 1480 resumption, so pretty level on the resumption for WAV. So yeah, the big volatile moves all hit the market at the same time then. No, I can't see a catalyst for it either, Tom. I can't see the catalyst either. Which we've seen quite a bit of that, with quite a lot of sector strength, so stocks moving either in sympathy or on sector strength, not having a company-specific catalyst, just really heavy volume. BRLI was the first halt, just resumed. Let's have a look at that one. Gapped up, sold off into a downwards halt. So you're going to get a lot of that. So just be careful and manage your risk accordingly. Don't take too big a size. What was the next one to get halted? EDTX. That's the next one to be resumed, and it's gone higher. So put the halt level. I missed that one. So now DAMAC is the next one to resume. EDTX. Look at this. DAMAC resumed. EDTX and EDTXU. So let's have a look at EDTXU, which is a different class of stock, lower volume. Now you can't trade that. It's a bit cheaper. Labs resumed. It's getting good volume now. Which pre-market was horrible volume. Decent volume now, but that's to the downside. going to get a lot of chop. He's probably right now. He's probably just let things settle. Let a few of these decide which way they want to go, and just avoid the choppy volatility and wait for the clean moves. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree with you. Cheers, Cal. Cheers for that, Cal. All-time high happy, absolutely. And that's why you don't chase. You could have got in there for the break of $9 or $9.25, and you just wait for the pullback, wait for the consolidation. We're getting a lot of all the consolidations happening now. So EDTX pulling back. Now we're getting a bit of a move up. And 83, the hold level. There we go, 20-cent trailing stop. Why am I not getting triangles? Ah, break even. Let me just... Oh, yeah, okay. There's my triangles. I wonder why I couldn't get my triangles. Well, it gets me green on that trade. I knew I was going to set him too close of a stop, but I just wanted to get green on it. Help it. Coming up to $10. BRFX 1014 is the halt level. Yep, 1024 is the halt level now, so I don't want to jump in at the halt level. I don't mind holding through a halt when I'm in earlier, but I should have got into the break of 10. I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger. That's another halt. We made 500 bucks on that, which is better than a kick in the teeth. I was a little bit slow with that one. How you getting on, guys? Who's stuck in the halt? Who's caught in the halt here? Have you got your stops in place? That's the question. Are you caught in this halt with PRFX? Luna vomiting. That's not nice. Alright, let's have a look. EDTX halted to the downside still. Kavana. Let's have a look at Kavana. Seems to be hitting some of the scanners. Oh, BTCM. Bit mining company. Well, is that why the crypto stocks are moving up? The BTCM. Good stuff, OEL. I should have had a 20-cent stop instead of a 10-cent there, but hey, look, it's made 20 cents on it. Cedric, any goal is good goal. Any green's good green. If you're at goal, lock it up. Good stuff. You've got a stop in place. I mean, let's have a look at what the resumption is likely to be. 10.25, so pretty level. The halt level is 10.24. Resumption at 10.25, so it looks like it's pretty level. Don't go jumping in straight away. Like the last halt, wait for the move, wait for the pullback. Be patient. If it's going to sustain and move, continue to move up, it will. It will make more. I mean, look at that: one pullback, one halt, one pullback, two halts, another pullback. Then the third halt will be a little bit. It's always a little bit dodgy, or third pullback even. That's good. Well, as long as you've got a stop in place. Yeah, the 9.25 was a good entry. But I set my stop too close and got exited at the same spot pretty much. So doesn't show it on the chart, but actually there a bunch of fills there when I got in. Can you guys get that like count up? There's not even half of you. Not even half of you have hit that thumbs up button yet, guys. So just smash that thumbs up button. We're waiting for this to resume at. We've got 2 minutes left. We can have a look at what else is moving. But hit that thumbs up button. There's like hundreds of you in the chat that have not hit that thumbs up button yet. There's only like 30 people have hit the thumbs up button. So come on, pull your finger out, guys, and use it to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're on the old tickety-tockety, do yourself a little drum solo on your phone screen or your tablet or whatever. And let's get the like count up. Get those hearts popping on your screen. Yeah, it's on YouTube where you make the like, AJ. Unfortunately, thumbs up on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, they don't give you the opportunity to react to the stream in a positive manner. It's just interaction that they manage, that they monitor, not actual likes or anything. But enjoy the stream on Twitch. It tends to be I get good feedback on Twitch on stream, so enjoy, AJ. So what are we on now? We're 46, 47. So we should get a resumption right now. There you go. Up level 1161. I want to see it break that pre-market high. Take a little bit off there. 30 cents. I got stopped out 30 cents, but I've just made 2 grand on that. So Let's see if it breaks. It's very volatile. Pull back. That's at the halt level. Oh, I thought it said $14 then for a second. So my stop is pretty much at my entry. My trailing stop is at the entry. Well, it's looking at 12.54 as a resumption, so it looks like a slight gap up. But my stop is pretty much, so this is a free trade for me. It's even if it pulls back, I should get a break-even trade or better. Right now it's looking like a $4 trade, which is great if you can get it. Crazy day. No, yesterday was a crazy day, guys. Yesterday was mental. So look, if it can happen yesterday, it can happen today. We've had all this week. Monday was probably the quietest day, but and I didn't trade on Tuesday because I was out and about and doing stuff. Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday was volatile. I was getting FOMO on Tuesday, if being honest, and the guys in the Discord were keeping me up to date on what was moving, what was happening, and everything else. And I was getting FOMO, even though I was out. I had the dog at the vet for the final checkup, and I had all kinds of other things that was going on, ready for my move. ARBB is popping and looking to break session highs. Current high of day is 475, or current session high is 475. It did go up to 666, the devil's number, pre-market. It formed devil horns at the devil's number and then retraced. So if this gets back over $5, it might be of interest. Back over the VWAP, which is currently VWAP is currently up at 520, could be of interest. But you're getting some decent volume in there, some decent volatility. So this is ARB IoT. It needs to get over the VWAP for me to be interested. Until it does that, probably not so. Well, 45 bucks is not too bad, Volt. You can make that back. You can make that back. You're over 5k. Good man. Good man. That's a great day. You're having a good week, even though you've not traded most of this week. You're having a good week. Are you still in? Are you on the dash trader now? Are you using the dash trader now? It's 48, so at 53, and this should 953. Yeah, so dash trader, it makes so much difference with the hotkeys and the hot buttons, doesn't it, Vol? It's so much difference. Makes I mean, Sterling trader I would say is equal, but yeah, it makes such a difference. Yeah, they've not started yet. They've been priced out. They've been priced for the last hour, Cal. So they probably will be. So those are the two IPOs. They probably will resume. They'll probably start trading about 10 o'clock, I would imagine. Right, we should get a resumption in about 10 seconds. So let's see how this plays out. 12:17 resumption. We'll probably get a pullback. It looks like a level resumption. No, flush down. Well, that's why you have stops in place. False halt. That was nasty. That's why you have stops in place. Third one's always a bit dodgy. Always a bit dodgy. Alright, what else is moving now, guys? I can see we're going to have some nice volatility on PRFX today. What else is moving? Not seeing anything. There's nothing else. I mean, I wouldn't say everything's halted. It's just I'm not seeing anything really moving. Some of the big stocks, some of the large caps are moving. WAB's trying to make a move back up. Over the VWAP could be of interest. $15. Yeah, ARBB needs to get over that 475, that session high where it kind of opened up at. So for me, I need to see this over the VWAP, because you've got the whole dollar resistance, you've got the 475 $3/4 resistance, you've got the 200 EMA, you've got the $5 there, whole dollar resistance, then you've got the VWAP slightly above that at 511, then you've got the $1/4 at 525, then you've got confirmed resistance at 540, you've got the $0.5, so there's resistance levels all over the place on this one. This could move, but you just got to be careful with it. It's got some volume coming in now, though. Halt levels as well. 505 is the halt level for the upside on this. Actually, what's the resumption on PRFX? 1035. Oh, big gap down. Oh, I'm glad I had my stops in place. Oh, big slippage on the stop. 50 cents. That's horrible. More than 50 cents, actually. Yeah, it's looking a bit choppy. It's trying to make moves, but it's looking a bit choppy. Now, on the large cap space, I mean, Nvidia's looking very strong. I mean, look at that. Nice pullback for an entry there at 473. I remember talking about Nvidia at 412, 416 just a couple of weeks ago, as it became a $1 trillion company. Look at the strength of Nvidia right now. Amazon's up on the day, but pulling back. We've got what's AMD doing? AMD's having a strong day. AMD, very strong day. Look at that. Currently 3% up on the day. We've got, what about Micron? Micron was booking the trend the other day. So Micron's, yeah, very similar situation. Micron just not doing very much. It's actually still down on the day. So, yeah, Luna, not looking great actually at the moment. Very choppy, underneath the VWAP, underneath the 200, barely above the 20 or the 9. So yeah, Luna not looking great, and the volume's not great on it either. So I'm not enamored with that, even though I called it on the watch list. as probably the only one that's got a decent catalyst. What the hell is going on with EDTX? It's still not resumed. So this, right, there we go. It's pending investigation. So 941 due to information requested by NASDAQ. So EDTX is halted pending investigation. I'm bloody glad I wasn't in that. I'm telling you that much. Yeah, AMD's a good one to swing trade. OG, I agree with that one. UBTS. Not good if you're stuck in it, absolutely. GGAA was the same, wasn't it? I don't know why. I've not got a halt reason for this, but it halted yesterday. But yeah, Genesis Growth Technology Acquisition. WAV's rejected at the VWAP. Now I want to see this above 15 and motoring to the upside. $10.38. Resumption should be in 3 minutes. Yeah, well, look, I mean, you can't pick and choose. I mean, a lot of these companies, they're not even real companies. They're just checkbook companies. These SPACs, they're not real. They're just fake accounts. The money laundering companies is what they are. Oh, SPY. Bit of a pullback. What just happened there? Consumer sentiment. Michigan consumer sentiment came out at the top of the hour. I don't know why that's making any news. That shouldn't make much difference. A bit of a bounce on the VWAP, it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm interested in to see what happens with EDTX now. What's it say the news on it is? Rook. No, it doesn't say. Benzinga's not giving me any details on EdTechs. But you've got to view a lot of these SPAC companies. You've got to view them with a little bit of suspicion when they make such big moves. When there's no action, they don't make anything, they don't produce anything, they don't serve anything. They're basically there to raise money for a project. That's all it is. What they call a blank check company. Elan, pharmaceutical company. Yeah, so Elan, yeah, just broke the pre-market highs, but it's not got a lot of momentum. Let's have a look. And RXP, I'll take a look at that for you. Symbol not found. Is it on the where is it? Is it an OTC list? I don't subscribe to the OTC feed for very good reasons. XRP, RXP. Okay, XRP. Right. Okay. What do I think about it? Long-term bullish, short-term bearish, like the rest of crypto. That's what I'm on XRP. But XRP for me is crypto, by the way. So you'll not get it on the feed on Dash Trader. You'll not get it on the feed from Benzinga. Well, you can get it on Benzinga actually, but you'll not get it on the Dash Trader or anything like that because it's crypto. You don't get the crypto feeds. You get in the NASDAQ and the NYSE feeds, the total view or whatever. But XRP, in fact, crypto as a whole, I'm bearish in the short term. I think you'll see a retracement on the whole of crypto, and then you'll get a whole bunch of shit coins will go to the wall, literal zero almost, and then what will come out in the wash is probably the longest bull run in crypto history after that happens, because right now the majority of crypto is a scam. Quite simply, the majority of these shitcoins are scams, the majority of NFTs are scams, the majority of crypto is a scam. I got out of my XRP a couple of months ago for profit, and I put the proceeds. I got it for profit, and I put the proceeds into the TQQs. What's going on with my mouse? I think my batteries might be dying on my mouse. So we've got resumption on PRFX, drug breaking out. Hey. Back over 12, I might be interested. But right now, the action is with Bright Minds Biosciences. I'm waiting for these IPOs to resume as well. This went up to over $5 pre-market. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm going to have to change the batteries on my 502. It went to pre-market. I'm going to have to change the batteries on my mouse. I'll use the mouse pad for now. Oh, ow! Have I got the Midas touch in reverse right now? My goodness, that was some kind of whole dollar flush. Where was the volatility hold? 305. It just tapped 305. 25%. Come on. Come on, SEC. You're having a laugh there. How can something drop 25% and not go into a volatility halt? That's just not on. At 10.05, 25% is way too much to drop. Come on. I know that flush on drug. So from 410 on that one candle, from 410 all down to 305. It's 25%, more than 25% in 1 minute. I need to fill that gap. 11. Yeah, well, that was me on PRFX on the flush down, so I gave back half my gains. So you and me both. It happens. It happens. Let's just hope it doesn't happen too often. Can I get a fill? What's going on with this today? Oh, about time. The VWAP bounce there. I missed the entry. In hindsight. Buy that dip. I'm going to put a stop there at the VWAP. Let's see how that transpires for me. Giving it 50 cents. I'm risking pretty much the rest of my green. See this over at $11. Drug trying to bounce. I want to see that gap fill to 11. This stage I'll take 1090. And 60 is where we're at. 50. Range on this is 60 cents, by the way, 59 and change, so just under 60 cents on the average true range. The spreads are like 10 cents, so realistically you want to be looking at a 70-cent risk to make $1.50. Be nice to test that pre-market high again. I'm saying it will, but it would be nice. We did get to 1088 on the last swing high. Market manipulators, absolutely. Yeah, usually if a stock moves a certain percentage, it gets halted. It's certainly not 25%. Halt level on this to the upside is 1150. So let's halt to the upside now. $11 is what I'm looking for. Partial fill. Got it. Another bit. Get my stop in place before the halt. Stopped out. Look, from 3 grand down to 4 grand up. That's a 7 grand trade. Halt's halt. Did me. I thought we were going to halt, and I was okay with that. But now it's you don't want to be getting in there. But that was a 7 grand trade, that, guys. Yeah, absolutely. All day. I'm not saying I'm the best trader here within this group or this platform. I must be top 3 though. I mean, you know, I've got a way to go to, you know, match Alistair, but yeah, top 3. Got to be top 3. So back from over goal, 6,000 over goal. 6,000 is the goal. From over goal to half goal to back over goal. And almost double now. full greenbacks, full clone. We're not done yet, guys. No, we're not done. Yeah, Alistair got to goal pre-market, so I don't think he's trading right now. I think he's probably off having a beer somewhere, or whatever. Oh, I think he might have been back up. I might have gone back picking his wife up or something. Well, okay, just messages from my beloved trying to distract me. 4 times goal OEL, that is fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, I got in for the bounce on the I got in for the break of new highs. So I'll talk you through this trade whilst we've got a bit of time here for the resumption. I got in for the break of new highs here, and it didn't want to fill me, but then it filled me on the way back. So it was starting to move up, and I got in for the break of new highs. It was kind of 1175 or whatever. It pulled back 2,500 shares when it did fill me there. I then added to that position up for a bounce on the whole dollar. Because we're starting to move up, it bounced on the VWAP. I've got to look for a bounce on the whole dollar with a stop at the VWAP. It then moved up, and I started taking some profits up there after it broke 1125, and I put my stop in place. It stopped me out for the rest. So that's me walking you through that trade. 7,000. It's a nice trade. It's been a great week, Lisa. It's been a great week. You know when to raise your goals when you're finding it easy to hit them, Don. If you're finding it too easy to hit your goals, then you need to raise them. You shouldn't be able to hit your goals on a daily. The IPOs are going live, but not yet. But I'll stick around for a little while. It's absolutely pouring down, so I'm not walking that beast until the rain stops. So she'll have to close her legs. I've not had lunch today. I've just realised my stomach was rumbling. Right, this is looking like 1167 resumption. So a flat resumption. That's actually not a bad goal, Calvus, until you start to plateau. So there's a theory that you shouldn't be risking more than 3% of your daily goal. You shouldn't be risking more than 3% of your account on any given trade. However, that doesn't mean that should be your target. I used to go for 5% a day with a small account. 5% per day with a small account. And as you grow your account, you start to plateau. So then I was finding it difficult around kind of 2,500, 3,000 daily. And then when I started to consistently hit those levels, I increased it, and I've been increasing it steadily. So last year, I set an annual goal of 5. Wow, that was a nasty flush. Good about. But I set a goal of 5,000 daily, and I was able to hit that on average. I wasn't doing it every day. Some days I'd have really big days, and some days I wouldn't. So that was the goal I set last year. This year, because I was hitting, I actually overachieved on that. I've set a goal of 6,000, so I've increased it by 20%. Now, it doesn't matter what my account size is, my goal is 6,000. But to get to 6,000, I need to start with a minimum of 60k. So that 6,000 will be 10%, which is a tough ask. To grow your account 10% on a day is a tough ask. So I don't try to do that. I'll look for 5%. So I look for when I'm a 60k account, I look for 3,000. If I can get more, great. But over the course of a month, so I'll grow the account and I'll average 6,000, and that's what I would. But this year, I'm currently averaging about 8,000. So that went into a false halt to the upside as well. All right, let's get set for potential entries here. Smaller size, scale in. Looking at that double top level here, mark it out. So 1220, 1225. Range 80 cents on that. Spreads are like 10 cents, the range 80 cents. So you've got $1 risk on this if you're trading the 1 minute chart, at least. So should put a stop there at the pre-market high. And I will. Actually, I'll get out of it, break the new low. Looks like it's going to close low with a lower candle here. I'm putting my stop there. I'm only 1,000 shares, so I'm not risking too much. I'm risking 70 cents, which is what the ATR is right now. Yeah, got stopped out, broke a new low, so it stopped me out, so I don't mind that. which is why when you're getting up at this level, you start trading up slower, a lot smaller, giving it a bigger range. So you're risking pretty much the same amount, but on smaller size. Yeah, that's nice, False. That's good. That's a bloody good day after fees. $5 a day. That's you know what? $5 a day is $1 million. Just putting that out there. That's $1 million territory. That's what I you know. Fantastic. You can't. I mean, that's fantastic. Really is. And well done, Pete. New Zealand Pete. You've over goal as well today. Well done. That's 4 days in a row. Fantastic. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. We'd love to see you. You gotta love to see it, guys. Especially when, I mean, this little community. You guys are in the day trade with Tony Discord. Post your gains. I love seeing it. For those of you that are not in the Discord, why the hell are you not in the Discord? Get subscribed if you're become a member if you're on the YouTube, watching on YouTube, and you get access to the Discord as a member. Yeah, the rest of you, when it's like this, you've got the volatility like this, it's great. It really is. Let's see what this gives me. I'm only 20 cents on the stop. It's 80 cents. I knew I was going to get stopped out, but it was very close to the halt level, which is currently 13.29. Oh, I just made another 1,000. I made the 1,000 I lost back plus another 1,000 on top. So nice $2 move there. Happy days. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Why am I not going in bigger size? Why am I not risking more? Because I'm over goal. I really should lock it down, but I'm only trading for the sake of trading right now. I'm over goal. I had a fantastic day yesterday. It's a private Discord, Stanford. You just go if you want to become a member on the YouTube channel. I think it's 10 quid, $9.99 a month or something like that, and you get access to you get all the YouTube perks. You get access to the Discord. You get myself as a mentor as well if you're using TraderView. Just check out the membership options. It's got all the perks in there. So the halt level 69, 1369. Yeah, Lisa, you spent a little while not being a member. I remember that, but welcome you back. I think the other week when you forgot to renew, but. Well, if it's not your day, Alistair, it's not your day. Don't worry about it. I thought you got to go pre-market, buddy. I'm looking for an entry here, but it's just going without me. 1389. Or was that the other Alistair? I know we've got two Alistairs in the community, but there was an Alistair in the Discord was at goal today. No, it was you. You were trading ADTX with me. Almost at goal. Okay, you didn't quite get to goal then, because you've been very disciplined of late, and but you got to goal. So you still at? I hope you're still at goal. I mean, this is halted. I couldn't get an entry after I got stopped out. I couldn't get an entry. Well, there you go, Cal. Glad to. I wouldn't say you're entitled to more stuff. What more stuff do you want? I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to be revamping the course over the. I might do some new record. I'm going to re-record the entire course over the next couple of weeks or whatever, and put a few more modules in there, make it a bit more beginner friendly. All right, okay. Do I have what they call it in a Discord? Yeah, I've got a Discord, Klaatu. Email me if you've been on the course. You should have access to the Discord. Everybody that's taken the Day Trade Return education course gets lifetime access to the Discord, because I'm not, you know. So like, what time? This is looking at the 1389. So it's a level resumption. We're not seeing many gap ups, significant gap ups. It's not been as easy yet as it was yesterday. Even with the halts yesterday, the moves were a lot cleaner yesterday. We've had a couple of good ones. The flush down got me on PRFX, but I was able to make it back. So this one got me here, and I lost my gains from here. But then I've made it back since, so I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, you've got to do that. Enjoy it with caution. Enjoy it with caution. But it's not the second day of volatility. It's been volatile since Tuesday. Monday was kind of choppy, but there was opportunities on Monday. Let me just see how we've done calendar wise. Let's have a look at the July calendar. I didn't trade Tuesday. I got 6k overgoal on Monday, 10k on Wednesday. It was difficult on Wednesday. Massive day yesterday, and I'm double goal almost today. So where am I at? 11. So we'll see. We might get some more clean moves yet. Where the majority of the moves have happened this week have been from 11 till 12, 11 till 1. A couple of big moves into the close as well. No, actually, let me pull this up so you guys on YouTube can see. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. So there we go. So this is July. This is July, and I had 67k yesterday. Big day. So if I'm looking at the overall reports, just looking at days and times, where are we? Detailed. This is from the beginning of the year. So this is performance on the year. Month of the year. You can see here, big month in January. Was my best ever month to start off with. Then in February, didn't have a great month. Then had 3 absolutely phenomenal months in a row. Never got over 200k. And then last month was poor, and then 73k and counting this month. So yeah, that's where I am right now, and I've just missed the breakout. Need to put some batteries in my mouse. You've is that you for July there, boss? 40k month. Wow, that's a great month, mate. Great month. I'm stoked, absolutely stoked for you. That's if you can start. What you need now is What you need now is consistency. Consistency at that level is what you need. Yes, you do, Clatty. Yes, you do. I don't want to be chasing this up here. I mean, I missed my entry twice now. Let's see. Can we get a pullback? An interesting pullback. Yeah, absolutely. Being able to take a hit and then come back from it is key. And it's about. It's not easy, but once you get to a level where you're able to do it, it becomes a lot easier. Keep in control of the emotional impact that it can have. But once you get hit by a big loss, do not let it impact your trading and your strategy. Fill me. All right, now move up. And you've got to be able to laugh at when things like that happen. Oh, stop. I got in for the break of the $0.50 and I thought, you know what, I'll put a stop in place. I didn't really want to risk too much, put a stop in place. And if it breaks new lows, I'll get out and I'll still be over goal. And look at that. I got slippage. Oh, awful slippage. Oh, but there you go. No, it's all good. Absolutely. Like if you get caught, even if you go red, you know the volatility is there to be able to make that back. Yesterday, for example, I was trading EDTX yesterday, and I got to a point where I was, I think it was just over 20,000 up on the day, and I got caught in a halt to the upside, and it looked like I was going to have a nice gap up, and then it ended up gapping down and stopping me out, and I lost 14,000 on the gap down, and so I went from like 22,000 to like 8,000 or whatever it was. And then I still came back and ended up making another 60, best part of 60 after that. So going back to what Cal was saying earlier, the consistency is great for your confidence, because you know you can take a hit. You know you're going to get hit with flushes like that from time to time. Managing your risk, using stops. So because this is looking at a $13 resumption. So if I hadn't had a stop in place, I would have got locked in this trade and I wouldn't be able to get out till $13. So from getting in at $16.60 or whatever it was, and then losing $3.60 on that particular potential sell-off, that could have been painful. So use your stops. There's opportunity. There is opportunity, guys. It depends, Ricky. So it depends the volatility of this. If you look at the 80, so rule of thumb is trailing stop ATR. Okay, if you that's too much for you to risk, look at a half ATR plus the spread. If that's still too much, then half ATR. So it depends on what you're looking at. I'm not see. Oh yeah, that's because I've got it down as NETD without the U. Let me just this is $10. This is new IPO, just launched. This is the first minute, and just be careful. Wait, volume bar, 4 million shares volume in that one bar. My goodness, look at the level 2. Let the level 2 thin out. Let the market makers who have been buying up these shares pre-launch, let the market makers start selling. Look at that level 2. My goodness. Million share order there. Oh no, 10,000, 100,000 share order. Not a million, it's in hundreds. So it's 100,000 shares there at 10.12. That's not going up. That's a sell order at 10.12. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let the level 2 thin out first. Yeah, it's kind of a million shares of sell orders, a million shares of buy orders. Yeah, it's just the market makers trying to get. Oh, nice. 10.35. It's 1%. There's a 1% move at the moment, so I'll keep an eye on that. And BDRX halted to the upside. So we're getting lots of volatility, guys. We got pretty much a level resumption on pay and reform. Spreads on this now, Penny. I got filled. I didn't want that. I was just going to straight to cancel that order. Come on, 15.50. New high here. Take the bloody spreads with you. Take the bid with you. I like that doji. Don't like dojis. Changing sentiment. For the move up, not the move down. Come on, do it for me. Got in on the increasing volume. Now we're getting the lower volumes. I see a nice bullish mentality. Some green going through on the ticker instead of red. Would be nice on the ticker tape. Flat top in 35, 50, 40, whatever it is. Big risk, a big reward. Go big or go home, Tony. Well, that wasn't clever. Not big, not clever. Well, it was big, but not clever. No, it's halted to the downside, and it's looking like gapping down as well. So yes and no. But look, I've been in worse situations. So we did make 68 yesterday, so we're still green on the week. We're still green on the month, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to zoom out. But I was looking for a bounce. It was bouncing on the 9 so nicely. I thought I'll buy the 9 for a move back up to 15. I can then scale out. But best laid plans of mice and men, as Steinbeck once said. Coming back to that later. I think that's not done, not finished. This is halted to the downside. BDRX. Well, it's EDTX yesterday, Ricky Ticky. Dan, it's all relative. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it can be frustrating, but you've got to constantly get in your mindset. Look, you're gonna lose, you're gonna win. You're gonna make gains, you're gonna lose gains, and you've got to have that mindset that as long as you're making more than you're losing, it's all good. And yesterday I had a phenomenal day, which this is by no uncertain. My goodness, and that just launched. That just launched. What are the spreads on this? Oh, 30 cents. Just launched out of the blocks. 21.50. There's a big seller. Oh, he's disappeared. 21.50. Big seller at 21.50. So this is another IPO. Volatility. But again, this is the problem with this, is that you've got so many things that are going to be moving. You've got volatility across the board. So many things are going to be moving that you're going to get distracted. So try not to get distracted, guys. Pick a stock, stick with it whilst it's moving in your favor. Net DU barcoding because it's not doing anything. 1 cent barcoding, so there's no opportunity there. Maybe another time. SGMT still yet to go live. Probably will go live in the next 10 minutes. So APGE pulling back over 21. This might be interesting, but at the moment, probably not. That big seller is now at 20. Is moving his 29,000, 30,000 seller at 21. So he's moved from 21.50 to 21. So it's a 30,000 seller at 21. It's a lot of red because it's effectively it's just the first 3 minutes. Now we're getting a bit of green on it. Now what happened with BDTX? Or BDRX rather. That's halted to the downside. Just as I come to it, halted to the downside. BTB, I can check that for you, no problem at all, I can. So 65 cents. It's down on the day quite a bit, like 15% on the day, but I mean, that's what? That's 10 cents, really. So 65 cents. Volume's not great for BTB. It's sold off pre-market quite hard. Don't know why. Not asked. Back, might get some money back on this. That was nasty. High 68, so I need 73. Good volume. I'm not going to fill up very quickly with these. $15 profit take. $14.90 on the ask there. $14.60. This could go very wrong for me. It could go very right. 14.70. It's 83, 80, 86. Play the game. Nearly over $15. And the 5 minute is $14.95, so that's really what we've got to be considering. That 5 minute, very parallel, downwards parallel channel on the 5 minute. I don't know where you're seeing devil horns, but no, I'm not Doji. Not really. I'm seeing a potential for an inverse head and shoulders. Breakout at 15. Right, tell me about it. Well, I'm going red and going to deeper red right now. Risking a lot here, but if this goes back up and breaks 15, this will go up to 16 easy. Inverse head and shoulders type setup, but it has to move back up. Move up. Come on, see if you can push it up. Push it up. Oh, there you go. That's me done. Max loss. I've like give back half my winnings from yesterday, so I'm locking that down. Unless this breaks $15. Still think that's an inverse head and shoulders, but with a downwards neckline. So let me just get a rare line here. All right. Yeah, I still think this is going to break. Double bottom there. What ticker am I looking at? PRFX is paying reform. And it's just taken away half my gains from yesterday. question, what you don't want to be doing in a situation like this is revenge trading and trying to make it all back on the next trade, which I pretty much just tried to do. Made the hole bigger. So I was 16k down and just lost 16k. First things first, let's see if we can get 5k back. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted 5. We got the breakout, 1450. Come on. It's a profitable trade. Well, let's see how far it goes up. So I should get a little bit of money back. I'm looking for a breakout, inverse head and shoulders breakout here, but I think I might put the stop a little bit too quick. If it breaks over this 1450, then next target's $15. If it breaks 15, we should get 16 without too much problem. Being 28 is the hold level, so we don't want to be caught up there. Get over $15, this might go again. Might go. What I'm looking at here is a shoulder, head, shoulder. That line was the kind of, it was a skew with neckline, but get over $15. An argument to say the neckline is like $14.75, so we'll see. It looks like it's trying to, but we'll see. I'm heavily down on this, heavily down. least I shouldn't lose much, if at all, if anything, if it does pull back. Worst case scenario, a little bit of slippage, and it's a break-even trade. I've got 20 cents on the between the stop and my entry. And spreads are currently 15 cents ish, 20 cents. So I might get a tad bit of slippage. We'll see. If we can get over 15, I think we're golden. It'd be nice to get over 15 and then up into a halt and gap up $3 or something. I don't know. Let's see. Well, buy early and push it up, Carl. Do me a favour. Yeah, there's an argument there for that $15 being the, you know, there's a shoulder, head, shoulder. So I would say risk here is $13. But it looks like I'm going to get stopped out. Well, pulled a little bit back, a little bit back. Still think this is going to go. I've been in worse situations, to be fair. I was in a much worse situation and turned it round in March when the banks collapsed. You recall, I went about 60,000 down and ended up with a 48k day, shorting Silicon Valley. There you go. There you go, Alistair. Max loss, lock it down. I should be locking it down. The only reason I'm not locking this down for max loss today is I'm on profit on the month because of yesterday, and it's my last trading day. So I'm kind of compelling myself to look for a bit of a move. So this is APGE. Kind of trying to compel myself to finish on a high, finish green at least. Yeah, well, needs to hold this level here, 13. There you go. It's broke 13. So we've got that's the head and shoulders kind of skew whiffed. You have yes. Level net. Watch. Patience. Because anything else moving, we'll get it. Very volatile. There's a lot of volatility in the markets today, guys. So there is opportunities. If you're trading big, you can lose big as well as gain big, and that's the big thing. Big. Anything else big? I need to stop saying the word big. Yeah, well, this happened yesterday. We got quite a lot of pullback and then they went again. So we're now 11 o'clock. Let's see what else moves. look at this on the 5-minute channel. This is still almost a perfect parallel channel to the downside, which typically break upwards. Look at this on the 5-minute for a second. Any batteries in my mouse? It's almost perfect. Downwards channel there. Right, let's go back. Revenge trading, it doesn't work. I'm not saying it rarely works, it doesn't work. I only wanted 5,000 on that last entry, and then it didn't get filled. And then it filled both of the orders. I put a second order in for the move up, and then it pulled back and filled both orders. So I'm going to be careful with this one. If I get a breakout of this channel, then I'll add to it. Make some base hits here and there, I think. $0.15 spreads. The range is still 62, so it's like 4x on the range to the spread, so the opportunity is huge still to lose money. What am I doing, Tony? You're an idiot. You are a degenerate. Ask is where my entry is right now. So get 14 on this. We should be golden. Tony, you are a degenerate. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. The 5 minute. That channel I've just done there is from the 5 minute. No, it's not short. We're hard to borrow and short sale restrictions, so it's not built for shorting. I want this breakout to the upside at 1350. Out of this channel to the upside, and we'll all be golden. Lower lows, lower highs. Typically these channels break. They don't always, but they typically would break upwards. And you usually get the distance of the flagpole. I can't see the distance of the flagpole happening because that's a good $5 move. But yeah, I'm locking it down if this is it's my last day of trading for a while, so I'm locking it down if I get stopped out here. The volume is dissipating. The volume's not, which basically means even if I get stopped out, I likely get slippage because of the lower volume as well. You need to avoid slippage. You need good liquidity. Although saying that, this normally does 280,000 shares a day. Just putting it out there. It's done 21 million, over 21 million shares today in volume. So I want to see this over $15 again. Come on, let's have it. Alright, that's my line in the sand there. After a 68k green day yesterday, I'm looking at potentially 40k red day today. I've still got packing to do. Need another suitcase as well, that last one busted. I need to go out in this rain. Don't really want to do that. Yeah, it would be, but then I've risked losing even more. I'm profitable on the month. I want to keep it that way. And if it bounces off the VWAP, how high is it going to bounce? So, yeah, coming down to the VWAP it's a very, very valid observation. But the chances of it bouncing, it means that if I'm wanting it to bounce on the VWAP, the likelihood is I'm going to have to add to the position and take even bigger risk for it to bounce up. Because if it comes all the way down to $12 or below $12, it going back up to 15 is less likely. Unfortunately, I don't have infinite money banks right now. I've got 70k, 73k was my profits on the day, and I don't want to be giving it all back. Yeah, baby girl, I'll take you out when it stops raining. It's absolutely mooching down, sweetie. you're still wet from earlier. Trying to look for potential patterns that are going to give me. I'm trading on hopium right now. It's what I'm trading on. And there's no way I would do. Well, I say that I'm a degenerate. I probably would have done. I wouldn't normally trade this big, trying to make a big loss back. It's my last day of trading before I move. My last day of trading on the month. I did have a big day, big cushion to play with from yesterday. Although it's going to give me a big drawdown to try and recover from in August. But it is what it is. Easy come and easy go, as they say. EDTX was magic for me yesterday, and PRFX not so much today. Still in this channel though. Not much happening with the two IPOs that are live at the moment. Still got one to go. SGMT. Halted pending investigation, Ricky Ticky. They've asked for more information from the NASDAQ have asked for more information from the company, so it's halted pending investigation. If it breaks 15, it might just take me green on back green on the day. It just might get me break even, but it doesn't look like it's going to break 15. It looks like it's going to stop me out. And if it stops me out, then the likelihood is I'm done. Yeah, it's 1234 is my line in the sand. Where's my mouse? This is when I set my stop, and it almost stopped me out then, so I'm not too worried about it now. That's my line in the sand. I'll let the trade play out. Drug back above the VWAP, 370s. Oh, are we going to get a breakout now? We're going to get a halt to the upside. Halt level 1410. If we do. I think the halts are done for the day. 1350 is going to be key. What's my 1327? We're between spreads right now. I'm trying to blow the price action up on the chart. Doesn't seem to be helping. I was 42 down on this one before I took this trade. Looks like I'm going to be a lot more down on it. This could be my biggest loss of the biggest single loss of the year, I think. Quick look. For the year, yeah, this is currently standing at my biggest single trade loss of the year, which was previously 35,700. So it needs to make 5k on this just to avoid that prestigious title. Biggest gains usually follow the biggest loss. I had a 69k winner yesterday. 66,500 was EDTX. Finished the day 67,850. So big swings. Big swings all each way. Hope you guys have got your Premarket set. Nice for it to break highs. This went up to $26 on Tuesday. And it was about this time it took off. For those of you on the tube, you can actually see how this went up on Tuesday. Went up to $26 on Tuesday, and it took off. If I look at this on the hourly, you'll be able to see it was a big gap up. It took off, and it was 11 o'clock when it took off. It went from $6.90 up to $26.40 on Tuesday. About this time. Move it. Let's get the bracket. Oh. The high of this is 14.10. Oh, we want to get a nice breakout and move up to 15 at least. Buy the dip. What dip? It's moving up, Alistair, but yeah, okay. It's not supposed to be entertaining. Trading's supposed to be boring, Carl. That's what they say, at least. Just going to move this up to 13 bucks. And yes, I still have that functionality. $15 is the halt up level. We're nowhere near it. Got up to 14.30. I should have taken profits up there at 14.30. In hindsight. Hindsight's a wonderful trading companion, I'll give you that much. Well, it is what it is. I didn't lose as much as we gained. Back to 40k. Well, yeah, I think I'm locking it down there, guys. If I'd held that stop where I had it previously, I'd still be in this. If I haven't moved my stop, I'd still be in it. And the question is, I'll move this line here. That's where I had my stop previously. That's 40k, so I'm just looking at the stats now. It's a profitable month, and I've got to zoom out. So after yesterday, I'm still in profit on the month. Nowhere near where I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. Where's my days and times? Before today, after yesterday, we were at 73.5. Well, back down to 30. Although it's looking at the 5 minute, there's opportunities with this. There still is. Only you're a degenerate if you continue trading this after it broke out of that downwards channel and didn't go anywhere. You had opportunity to take profit at 14.20. So yeah. Look, I'm going to lock it down, guys, and I'll be dipping in and out of the Discord, but it's kind of, I don't really want to leave it on a note like this because it's my last day of trading, and I'll be on a jet plane next week, both me and and little Miss Floof. So we'll be doing a big move, exciting move, moving to the Philippines permanently, and yeah, it's a new chapter in my life, guys, and yeah, it's one of those. It's just one of those strange periods in my life where I'm excited to get on with it. I'm going to be trading at night as opposed to in the afternoon when I'm over there. So I'll have the whole day to myself with me, the missus and the little one, and the dogs. So in the sunshine, and then come back, have dinner, and then trade in the evening during the weeks, and the weekends are myself. So it's going to be better for me. I'm going to be really enjoying. I won't be coming back, Cal. I'm staying over there. So yeah, I mean. I've got fiber to the door, Mike. I've got fiber, so it's 100 meg fiber. So if I have any issues with it, I'll upgrade it or whatever. But I've got 100 meg fiber, so that shouldn't be an issue. But we'll see. 100 meg fiber. Yeah, and in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your trading next week. Have a profitable week next week. Earnings season has started. Some big move, just putting it out there. There's some big earners next week. So after hours, I might be trading after hours next week on the earnings. But I probably will only trade earnings next week. So we'll see. There's going to be some big moves. I'm looking forward to some of those from next week. Watch in the Discord if you're in the Discord, and I'll be putting out some videos. I probably will spend some time re-recording the the lessons because they need updated. They're 18 months old, those lessons, since I originally recorded them. So I'll probably re-record the entire course, and those of you that are on the course will get the new content. Those of you that have completed, then you won't. So I will update. I'll continue to give you an update. What I'll do is I'll take some videos, some kind of short form videos of the journey, of the move, and keep you guys updated. It's I've been enjoying my time in this community, and I'll see you next month. Take it easy, guys. Alistair, you can shut up as well. Where now is my cursor? Here it is. So take it easy, guys.